What's up, everybody? It's that brown car guy back here with another video, and today's video is on my 2012 Acura TL. I've got some things I want to do to it tonight. I finally had time to do. I gotta switch up some things, I gotta clean up some things, I gotta put some things back together. So definitely a lot of things going on here today. I was looking at my previous video I posted on this car, and it seems like a lot of you guys really like this car and what I've done to it, and had a lot of questions and wanted to see more on the car. I definitely done a few more things on the car after I posted that video. I'll definitely cover that here shortly. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wash the car, and then after that I got to put it on the quick jacks, because these brand new wheels that I just bought last week, I need to take them off and put the old wheels back on. I know, why you're doing that? Well, I'll tell you the situation. It's a long story. So the reason why it made me get rid of these Rohana RC7s right here, which it took every bit of me to change them or take them off the car, because they fit the car so nice. Simple, clean, still aggressive, easy to clean, fit all of the above things for me that I really like about these wheels. But the old tires I had on the car started having a lot of wear on the inside of the tires. So the guy that was doing the work on my car said, "Hey man, you need new tires. That's the only thing really wrong with the car." I'm like, okay. So he asked me if I want new tires. I said, no. You know what? I want to switch it up. I want to get some new wheels. So I figured if I got new wheels and sold the old ones, you know, I can sort of break even. And I got a new set of wheels for another year, 2 years, or however long I want to keep them. And then, you know, change up the look. So that's what I did. And I've been looking at these Ferrata RF2s for a long time. A long time. And I kept doing research, and I kept looking at pictures on Instagram, trying to figure out if I really like them, because they're not cheap wheels. I wanted it, so I decided to buy it. And then whenever I ordered the wheels, I wanted to go a little aggressive. The Rohanas were 20 by 10 plus 37s. These are 20 by 10.5 plus 38. So me making a bad assumption, not doing all the research I needed to do, I ended up ordering the same tires, 245s, 35, 20, for the Ferratas. And not thinking, I thought going up a half an inch, you know, shouldn't really, it may stretch a little bit more, but it shouldn't make a big difference. But of course, I didn't think it through, like a lot of things that I do. It definitely put myself into a learning lesson. So I ended up putting the 245, 35, 20 on the 10.5 new Ferrata wheels with cheaper tires. I didn't go with the general G-Max just because I only had 25, 30,000 miles out of the tires before I had to replace them. So I figured, you know what, I'll just go with a cheap set, since my car is cambered in and I'm gonna go through tires. So I'm like, all right, so I'll go with the cheap set, not thinking about the difference in sidewall between a cheaper tire, extra low tire, compared to something with a softer sidewall to stretch a little more. So I did the 245 35 and ended up having a really bad stretch. So I was like, oh dang, all right, well, I'll do a 255 30 20. I was going to do 35, but I was recommended to do a 30, so that's what I ended up doing. So here is the 255 30 20, and you can, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a big stretch. And my main deal is you can literally see inside the wheel. And I know some guys like this style, some guys, and some cars fit it, especially cars on air suspension airbags. You basically drop the fender onto the inside of the lip, and it actually looks really cool. But this car, it's not on bags, and it doesn't look good like that. So I bought 2 sets of tires, and none of them worked. And it was the same brand tire too. So right off the bat, I knew something was wrong. with the tires as well and the sizes. And I ended up getting the first set of tires put on the Rohanas, and the reason why we realized that it can be one of the factors of my issue is the tires is that these 245 35 20 Nancan tires stretch way more than the 245 35 General G-Max that I bought. So right off the bat I knew that the sidewalls were different, and these Nancan tires was probably a bad candidate for what I was trying to do. Probably the great tires for the price, but for a stance car and going this wide wheel, it definitely was not a good candidate. So I was very frustrated, wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I was gonna put the old wheels back on, sell these, and then, you know, be good to go and just get the problem out of my way. But I didn't want to give up on the wheels. Every time I look at them, especially from the side view, they look so good. So good. They go with the chrome trim. They go with my quad exhaust that I just put on the car, which is one of the things that I did after that first video I made that I posted up a few months ago. And I figured, you know what? I'm already a lot of money into this project. Let me go final research. Let me talk to somebody. Let me get some eyes on this situation, make a plan, figure it out, get under the car, make sure things are gonna work, not hit the control arm, suspension, anything weird. So I ended up taking it to a buddy of mine shop, and then we did some measurements. We did some configuration stuff online, and then we decided that if I did a good tire like a Toyo, I did a Toyo Proxys 265 35 20, that should solve my issue. I'm going to take these new wheels off after I wash the car, put the Rohanas back on, and then sometime next week before Thanksgiving, I'll get the new tires put on these wheels. So they should sit a lot better and look a lot more aggressive, clean, and that's what I go for. That's what I like, simple, clean, with a little attitude. That's what I like on my car. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my pressure washer, wash the car up, back it up here, and we'll stick it on the quick jacks. All right, got the car all washed, scrubbed down, it's rinsed, it's ready to go in the shop and get dried off and move on to the next step of this process here. But I need to fire it up here and let you guys hear this. Heck, I forgot what exhaust I put on it. What did I put? Is that ATLP? What does it say? What did I? I forgot what. Oh man, endless RPM. That's what I put on the car. Yes, I knew what I bought here. But it sounds really nice. It sounds really nice. It's not too loud, not too obnoxious. You can hear that 3.7 a little better than the stock exhaust. It's not loud inside. It's just right. Morning time. Nobody. Well, I haven't heard any complaints yet. So it seems like everybody's pretty good with the sound in the morning time. But let me go ahead and fire it up here. I don't know how well it's gonna sound on the GoPro here, but we're gonna see what happens. Here we go. Can you still see? Yeah. Oh yeah, we're good. All right, let me fire it up here. Got a little carried away with the pedal there. That was my fault. You know, when you hear something weird, you keep going until like kind of figure out what it was, but I didn't figure it out. But anyways, sounds really good. I don't know how well it sounded on the GoPro, but I do approve of this endless RPM exhaust, and definitely looks really nice from the back. So let me go ahead and back this thing up here and get started on the next process. I got the car all cleaned up. I dried the water off, threw some spray wax on it, cleaned the windows, cleaned out the door jambs, wiped off the water from the wheels, and just cleaned it up on the inside. Nothing crazy, just vacuum wipe it down. And then I had the back seat taken out because I had to put those tires in the car. So to make some more room, I just stacked them up in the back of the car because my trunk is a little occupied right now. This is one of those situations where it's like you clean your room, but then you stuff everything in the closet. So this is a clean room, and then you just stuff everything in the closet. Hey, that gets the job done, right? So now the next step, I'm going to line up these Rohanas that I'm putting back on the car right here. Gotta give them a deep clean because they are that dirty. Not too bad, but while I have them off, it'll be really easy to clean. And I usually keep these wheels clean anyways when they're on the car. I make sure to clean the back of the wheels and behind the spokes and things like that. So these will be really easy to wipe up, and I'll dress the tires and we'll get ready to stick it on the car. Here we go. All right, got all the wheels cleaned up inside and out. Threw some dressing on the tires. Yeah, it's I'm a little bummed out that I have to go through all this because of my lack of research of tires. But these wheels look really good on the car, and since everything is nice and clean, I can appreciate it again once I get everything back on the car. So my next step is to get the car under the quick jacks, but the front's too low, so I gotta get a plank and put it up front, drive over it, and then I can get the quick jacks under. That's that low life. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll continue this journey. Alright, so I got the lug nuts off of the wheels here, and I figured I'd just go ahead and kind of show a comparison of the two different wheels and sizes, since I got them here side by side. Just if somebody's watching, like, oh, I'm in the same situation, or you're looking for new wheels and you're like, I really don't know the differences, and I'm still learning it too. So I figured I got two different scenarios here, and they're wide wheels, but you can kind of put it towards some other sizes as well, and kind of put the two and two together to figure something out. But so this wheel right here, this Rohana RC7, is a 20x10 37 offset, and the tire I'm running is a 245. Let's see where is it? I know I want to show you here. I'm getting close. I know it's here somewhere. All season. Oh, here we go. It's a 245 35 20. So this is what it looks like on a 20x10 37 offset. So it's seated. The sidewall, it is stretched a good amount, and the rim, you can see You can see the curved part of it, but it doesn't stick out as bad as that. So this is a 255/30/20, which it's 10 millimeters bigger or wider than this one, and the sidewall is 5 millimeters thinner. So when you do that on a 20 by 10.5 38 offset, this is what it's gonna look like, especially with tires that has a very like firm sidewall. It doesn't want to stretch at all. The General G-Max I had, you didn't see this much. Even though it was a 245/35, same exact size tire as this, the sidewall stretched a little bit more. So definitely, if you're trying to run a stance, set up more of a stretch look, you definitely need to get a tire that's gonna stretch correctly. If you try to cheap out, do what I did and cheap out and buy something like this, you're gonna run into the similar issue where you have fitment like that, and that's not what I was going for. If that wheel looked like this, I would have been all right. I would have took it and drove it and enjoyed it and be happy and enjoy just a little more aggressive look there. But it doesn't look good at all. So that's the differences there. If you have any more questions, or I didn't say something that I should have said or something like that, just comment below and we can discuss it in the comments. But I figured I'd share my situation here. Look at that. That is, oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, what? Yeah, that's too much. But let me go ahead and get these swapped over. I'm gonna clean some of my suspension components and my wheel well since I got the wheels off, and we'll get this thing swapped over. Alright, I am finally finished with this project here for today. I got the old wheels back on, and with the new tires, they look nice and fresh. Had a lot of meat on there. The stretch is not bad, not as bad as the FR2s from the Ferratas, but here she is, all cleaned up. I'm going to make an in-depth detail video on this car of correcting the paint, maybe ceramic coating it, doing some in-depth things to this car later down the road, but I have to make some time for that. But I know some of you guys wanted to see this car in daylight, because the last video I made on it was nighttime and you couldn't really see the car well, but here it is in our shop lighting here. I didn't do too much to it, nothing too crazy. Excuse the foggy headlight here. I bought brand new headlights, and I guess they weren't sealed correctly, but I'll have to figure that out later down the road. No problem there. But the little things that I've done to the car, I tinted taillights. I got my friends next door to smoke them for me. I debadged the back, left the Acura symbol. I love debadging because it just makes the back of the car look so clean. Like I said before, endless RPM, full catback exhaust. I think it was a 2.5-inch piping to 4-inch tips, and that gave it a nice touch. I got these smoked too, so it kind of matches the taillights there. And then I did 10% tint on the sides and on the back, and I did 35 on the windshield, which is a little dark, and I won't say if it's legal or illegal in my state, but I am definitely pushing my luck on this one. and that's about it. Aftermarket headlights that I need to figure out why this one is doing that. This one's holding up really nice. I got the honeycomb with the Acura logo inside, LED strip. I'll turn it on. It's actually pretty sweet. There it is. Check that out. They're 8K. So none of my lights here really match. Oh wow, it looks really blue on the camera. It doesn't look this blue in person, but that's 8K. I think that's a 6K lights went off, but this is a 6K LED strip, and then this is, I'm pretty sure this is 6K, and this is probably like 5 or maybe 6, but it definitely has a different color to it. But I'll make a match later on the road. It's one of those things where you buy it, you expect it to match up, and then they don't match up. But it's all good. It's better than the halogen yellow bulbs, so I'm happy there. And then let's see, what else did I do to this thing? Oh, I do have paint protection film on this front bumper. I got the front bumper repainted. So this part's got paint protection film. This has got paint protection film. This has got paint protection film. And then I did the headlights using Suntech Ultra PPF. Stuff is awesome. So the front end is gonna stay rock chip free for years to come. And then I think that's it for the outside. That's it, and a little bit of shine to it too. This color, it has a nice luster, nice shine to it. Try to keep up with it as much as I can. Inside, nothing too crazy. I do have the Amazon $15 Acura door light there that was pretty simple to install and made a huge difference. Nothing crazy on the inside, all factory. The car is a 6-speed manual, which is really hard to find. It took me like 5 months to find this car, and when I found it, I went out and bought it, and then 3 days later, realized I needed a clutch. So that was $2,000 after going to get the car and driving it back, but it's all good. It needed it, and I know it was done, so at the end of the day, it was all good. Yeah, I do have my radar detector there. Escort 360 Max. I like it a lot. Definitely helped me out quite a few times. WeatherTech mats all the way around. Oh, back door's locked. I do have blue or color changing LED lights on the interior. These are OPT7 interior lighting, and they do change colors. Definitely pretty sweet. And then I do have a 12-inch Scar Audio subwoofer. I forgot the specs on that, but if you guys have any questions on that, just comment below and I'll tell you what the setup is back there. But that's it with the car. Simple, clean, a little bit of tasteful mods to kind of make driving this thing every day fun and enjoyable. But that's about it. When I get the 20x10.5s, those are going to make a huge difference with the 265s, make it more aggressive and and fill up some fender well gap there, and that's it. There's the car. If you guys want to see more on it, just comment below and I'll share whatever you want to see. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. There would be more videos on this car for sure. Like I said, full detailed video coming soon on it. Some modification stuff, whatever you guys want to see. I may wrap the roof gloss black. I think that'd be kind of cool. Switch it up a little bit. So I don't know. We'll see. Just like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.